What's going on? Welcome back. It's your boy AJ Red, and we're back tonight to discuss part U. See, I'm already buzzed and fucked up. Part 2 of the reunion of Married to Medicine. If y'all here for it, y'all want to talk about this shit with me, look, y'all ready? Here we go. It's the AJ Red Show, starring me, AJ Red. Look, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Y'all ready to get into this next topic? Let's go. What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the AJ Red Show. Listen, it's your boy, your friend, your cousin, your neighbor here, maybe even your coworker if you watch this, depending. Look, we're back tonight to discuss Married to Medicine Reunion Part 2. But before I get into all that, if this is your first video, please take the time now and hit the notification bell. That way you are subscribed, so when I upload these motherfucking videos, you can be one of the first ones to see it. And to comment, and to hit that thumbs up button, the like button. And also share with somebody, all the time. Share these videos with someone that share maybe some same views with us or opposite views, if need be. If you are a faithful and already been subscriber like my girl Shermanique and some of the others, listen, thank you for keeping me in mind. Thank you for holding your boy down. Thank you for that like button. Thank you for sharing this shit with somebody else, because I can tell y'all have been sharing, because these motherfucking views are going up, okay? Off the chain. On fire. So look. High vibrations and love to you all. Before I get into tonight's show, though, I want to just say, look, for me, for myself, my week has been going fantastic. I hope it has been going the same for you all. It is Wednesday. I'll tell y'all, fuck it. I did actually watch the reunion the night of. My intention was to report the motherfucker the night of. But guess what? That 9 to 5, I was tired and I had, other obligations over the weekend. And then also trying to recharge and stuff like that. It just became a lot. And so here I am now. And not only then did I expect to do it, I anticipated to do it that night. But I again tried, hold on y'all. I again too tried to do it. Y'all wait a minute. I tried to do the shit the other night. Excuse me, y'all. And I know y'all not used to me getting off camera and shit like that. I'm not either, but I'm getting more comfortable with y'all, so fuck it. Y'all know what it is. We can get it together. But yeah, child, I set up last night and then tried to do the video. Let me tell you, I be getting on here sometimes, and I'm telling y'all, I be getting up on this bitch and I be getting already amped up. You know what I'm saying? I get a couple of shots in. And the thing of it last night, child, look, it was such a good week. I think I was celebrating myself and celebrating my own happiness, my own self-joy, my own good ass high vibrations, just putting myself in a good atmosphere, a good state of mind at work, home, in between. It's just like, it felt so fucking good. So I guess, child, I overindulged. Fucked around there and had the bottle. And when I looked up again, the bottle was full when I popped the cork on the bitch, right? So somewhere in between then and getting the video and all the shit set up, I had everything set up, child, I was getting the shit all together and fucked around there. I looked at the bottle again and the bottle was half empty. I think matter of fact, I was looking at the bottle, I was uncapping the bitch and throwing it in the trash. So about that point, I realized, hell, I done fucked up and drunk all this shit, And then I started getting all woozy and shit, all fucked up. And like my grandma said, all foolish about the fucking head. And carrying on. And I couldn't get on here and fuck with y'all last night. I think I got white boy wasted last night. On my own. I don't know how the fuck it happened, but fucked around in here, got the pomelating in the back and shit. Got the feeling all sick in the belly and swirling and shit. Starting to feel like a sick lizard and carrying on. Bitch, I started feeling nauseated and shit. I was like, what the fuck's going on? I went too far with the thing, y'all, trying to get down here and fuck with y'all and get all hyped up and carrying on. So y'all forgive me for being a little late. And then other events happen, not my life events, but some for others, which I'll probably tell y'all about later. I'm sure you all have heard. But I'll keep you guys up on that later. But child, yeah, I was in this bitch sick as a lizard and woke up around about 3 o'clock in the morning, had to take some Tylenol and lay back down, had to get up and like Warren the Slack said, bitch, had to get up and get ready for bed. That's some sad shit, you know what I'm saying? But I fucked around and got me to a acetaminophen because I ain't fuck with the Tylenol because, you know, that's real high nowadays down into the shelf at the Walgreens and the CVS and whatnot. So, I scurried on down to the 99-cent store one day and got me a old secure bottle and shit. Woke up, took 2 of them hoes and, you know, was trying to love myself back to sleep with a good old sound bowl music type deal from, you know, YouTube or something like that to lull a bitch back to sleep. And the shit, I'm telling y'all, it works. Went back to sleep, had a good night's sleep, got up this morning ready to still run on and finish off this great week that I have started, which pretty much leads me to this point. I tell you all the time, the 9 to 5 takes a lot out of me, but with what I've been asking for spiritually and what I've been granted, I'm getting a lot more now open time, a lot more freedom, and the job is not as hectic as it used to be. So I will tell you, I do apologize in my absence, but again, like I tell you, I'm gonna keep this shit coming. You know, I might miss a day or two, but I'm gonna get back on my beat, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, no, it's been a kick-ass fucking week, guys, and like I said before, I hope it has been the same for you. If it has not, look, raise them high vibrations like I tell you all the time, and make sure that the rest of your week, from this video on, okay, is gonna be fucking phenomenal. You ain't, it's nothing else to accept. You can't accept nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that radio shit. You know, we ain't got time for that. We accepting the good shit, right? So all of y'all out there feeling down and shit, feeling depressed, fuck all that shit, bitch, buck up, get up on this shit line, talk to your cousin, let's see what the fuck's popping, let's discuss this bullshit and get in them comments and let's go. All right, so anyway, Married to Medicine Season 9 Reunion Part 2. Anita was getting on my motherfucking nerve. I'm not gonna tell y'all no lie. It's basically the same thing. They came in leading with Andy asking Anila if she really, which they left off on the last fucking hook of Part 1, if she thought that Toya had anything to do with the several break-ins that had taken place at her home. It took her a fucking second, you know, to raise some drama, to get some eyebrows up and have a couple of motherfuckers holding their breath for a second, almost that aha moment. But she came back with the right result with saying no, which she has stated all along during the season in the end when she was asked by Toya and several others. They took a moment in the season to recognize black doctors. Let me tell you, any doctor I feel that's doing the right thing, taking care of their patients, because I tell you, I see this shit every day, and I love a provider or you know, doctor or whatever that really takes care of their patients, that actually sits and listens to their patient. And their patient is not just a fucking number. Their patient is a person to them. Their health matters to them. Their well-being matters to them. And they actually remember their patients, you know, with significant differences. They remember them. And it really meant a lot to look back on the moments that they reflected when either Dr. Scott, you know, was in his practice, seeing the people, when Dr. Contessa was seeing her people, saying when she was feeling all up on that man motherfucking muscles and carrying on, she said, look, some days I hate my job, I ain't gonna lie, even with the money. Rectal exams, digging up somebody's asshole with Q-tips and whatnot and so forth with no spit on that shit or no lube on it is not my good day of a good, it's not a day for me that says it's a day of a good time or a good day. But that particular day, she was feeling on that man's specs, and she said, basically, I'm not having no bad day. They went in on Dr. Damon. They showed Dr. Damon being very compassionate with his patients. He's taking the time to hear them out, to see what they need, to see sometimes what they even desire, whether he can meet those needs or not. Definitely Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone, Heavenly, even in her dental practice. You've seen them in their roles throughout the season and episodes before seasons past. But they highlighted this moment just as they did, my fucking tongue, with COVID. So it was really an eye-opener. And it shed a lot of good light on the black community as far as coming from a far ways, or coming from a far ways to a long ways up to where we are now. We have so many black physicians, even especially women specifically, you know, in the practice that's in the field, that's actually thriving, that's actually making sure they take care of their patients. They're taking time out to make sure to see what the patient needs and what the patient wants and making those things collab. Because sometimes what the patient wants ain't always good for them. Trust me, I've seen that shit before. But the bottom line is, it was such a good feeling to see them highlight the black doctors in this segment. Hats off to all of you doctors out there that held it down during COVID. during this monkeypox shit. As many waves of COVID that came and all this other stuff. Hats off to you that are true to your practice and that survived. Go get yourself some mental help, because y'all need psychiatrists and shit like that too, and counseling as well, because you all are people. I don't think we are meant to see that much death in a lifetime, and I think that's what fuck up a lot of soldiers over here. That's been the war and stuff, but I digress. That's not my point. But anyway, again, I say hats off to all the physicians out there that are doing their jobs. Big ups. Audra could not join. Something going on in my throat chakra. What the fuck? Audra could not join the set or the cast at this time because she is now in the present moment of or doing this taping, giving birth to her new child, which I'm pretty sure if not already, it's been circulating that she's probably had a child already, maybe some pictures, I don't know. Maybe she's saving that for when she comes back next season. I'm not very sure, but I wish she and Dr. Martin all the best in their newfound parenthood. Andy asked Anita, Andy messy as fuck, he asked Anita, he said, look, do you think that Quad had Botox or fillers or anything? And she looked at Quad, and Quad was like, bitch, don't even say it, because I done told y'all hoes before. I ain't never had no work done on this face. I ain't never had no work done on this here ass. Everything here is all natural. So, bitch, back up off me. It's all black, don't crack. In this case, I'm upholding everything, bitch. The building is still standing. And I'm holding up the bloodstained banner. Ain't nothing going wrong here, bitch. I don't need no fillers. While Anita is over there, she gonna tell you, she ain't had a line in her forehead since she met Kieran, but at the end of the day, fuck, if any could have formed, we wouldn't have not seen them, because she down there getting Botox, fillers, injections, mojections, projections, and at some point, hopefully no rejections. But she got so much going on her face, you can tell with her lips. Her lips pretty much are as plump as a motherfucking bratwurst wiener, you know what I'm saying? So it can't get no more better. You know them bratwursts, when I was growing up as a kid, they made them bitches plump as they cook up. I don't know what kind of fucking meat swells as it cooks. I thought meat shrank as it cooks, but they made the thing reverse. But that's how them lips go. You know, bratwurst or ballpark wieners. Ballpark, that's what they was, ballpark wieners. Ballpark was the ones that made a swollen weenie. For hot dogs, y'all, for hot dogs. Don't come with no bullshit. But Quad said, no, bitch, not so. Another highlight that they brought to the show that I did love, they got everybody's take on the overturned decision about Roe v. versus Wade, as to where now most states have now made it illegal for a female to go and have an abortion. I've never spoke about it publicly, but wrote a song about it. Fuck it, here you go. I agree with Heavenly and the rest of them that stand on the side of, who the fuck are you as legislature and the powers that be to tell somebody now to have so much control that you can tell someone else what they can do with their body? And the reason I say that is because I'm not all about abortion because, oh, you just don't want the kid. If that's your case, sister, hey, do what you got to do. But it's more for those who, like they said, that have been raped, who don't wish to have children, made mistakes, different things like that, incest, all kind of fucked up crazy ass shit, because we live in a new world now, child. 2022 and all kind of shit is happening. So with those kind of options, I think they even took the morning after pill away. You know, with that being said, excuse me, y'all. Damn, I'm so sorry. But again, certain people are in higher power that take away certain choices and make certain decisions upon your life and how you should live it and how it should go, and whether or not you should birth a child, and even, you know, down to your body. I don't think it's fair. I do disagree with, you know, over 100 years, I think of a law that's been in place to allow these things to be, that has been overturned and taken away so many rights from females, mostly, again, like Simone said, black females. You know, at the end of the day, they also highlighted, well, Jackie and Simone stated that a lot of black women, if you ladies don't know, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this without, I swear to my heart, if you know me, if you've watched me long enough, I don't care what you say, I've never been a racist person. But I will say this, it exists. Just because it's not me, it exists. But with this statement that follows is me basically saying I agree with Simone and Dr. Jackie. I've worked in several aspects of the medical industry, or should I say specialties. And with research that I've found, it's been said numerous of times, and research support, the statements that a lot of black women do better with black obstetricians. So with that being said, damn, something is really trying to stop me from saying what I want to say, but I'm a strong bitch, so what can you do? So my PSA is to you African American women. Freedom of choice in some degree is still there as to whom you can choose for your care at some level, and I highly suggest that you find you an OB-GYN that is of African American descent, and they know their work. Look at their background, see how many births how many children they've birthed, how many patients they've had successfully. You know what I mean? Do your homework. Don't just go and pick someone just because your insurance says, well, this is who we partner with, bitch, that's all you got. You know what I'm saying? Take the time for yourself to educate yourself on a doctor in your area, that you know of, that you've done your research, or even word of mouth, an African American doctor for yourself, to make sure that you and your child have a safe pregnancy and labor and delivery and healthy. You see what I'm saying? It's nothing about racism and no shit like that. It's about statistics and facts. Just simple as that. And again, if I came off the wrong way to anybody, I apologize to you off the rip, because that's not my intent. I'm just saying what I'm just saying the truth. Excuse me. But I love how they gave voice to that on that platform. Even Andy asked a question and gave the OB-GYNs the opportunity to weigh in and speak publicly about how they felt about it. And I think they spoke very eloquently and just boldly and so educated. God, they're so fucking smart. Heavenly Stylist, y'all looking at the thing. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It seems to me Heavenly Stylist still ain't down to the thing, paying attention to anything, because she still got that Tweety bird sticking up right there. And she over there coming for other bitches. You cannot come for another bitch when you got, a feather sticking up. It just don't work. She's still beautiful, don't get me wrong. Everything's still popping. The genie look, but I'm saying pace your sit down, lick that motherfucker and paste that motherfucker down real quick. Don't let her walk around or sit out there and try to come for another bitch. Because me personally, if I was Contessa while she was coming for me up on the stage, I'd have talked about their hair sitting up there plucked up by, looking like a fucking plucked up. For the one time. They talked about Toya's moving. Toya brought out her moving receipts and said, okay, basically this is what we bought the house for. This is what we sold it for. This is what we made. So they made almost $1 million. Now, I know she said we made over $1 million, but the receipts that she brought to the thing said almost $1 million. So it's around about $900 and some odd thousand. But the bottom line is, at the end of the day, Toya, get your ass somewhere and sit down and stay somewhere at one motherfucking place. It don't make no sense for them. They are in the same neighborhood, but don't get me wrong. It's like, I found to me with children, when you give them a stable environment, it helps a whole lot, instead of moving from here to there, to district to school district. Because a lot of these big cities and big, have plenty of fucking school districts. So if you fuck around there and move 2 streets over, you in a whole nother school district. You know what I'm saying? You in a whole nother zip code. Sometimes where I'm at now, a whole nother fucking area code, because it's growing so rapidly. So be still, give them kids some security, find one house with an elevator, motherfucking stairs, whatever. Somebody to carry them up and down the stairs. Hire you Miss Gomez and put up in the house, carry your ass to work and let somebody take care of them kids, Toya. But y'all need to stop moving. Find y'all one house and sit down real quick for the one time and chill. Now, Toya went to addressing Jackie about not calling her during her difficult time of this rumor going around stating that she was being the whore of Babylon over there in the neighborhood, fucking up somebody over there and rubbing up on and dipping with somebody over there in the neighborhood, as rumor has it. Now, rumor has it. We're going to get to that. But in this present moment, she was attacking Jackie and some lighting her up, saying, hey, look, I feel like it would have been better had my friends called me and say, how you doing, what's going on. Jackie was saying, look, and with that, she pointed out Jackie in particular, okay? And Jackie's rebuttal was like, my thing is this. I wish all of my friends well. I wish them nothing but happiness and joy in their personal life, their careers, and definitely their marriage. But I'm not a bitch to call and say, hey girl, how your marriage doing? You and Eugene on the edge? Y'all all right? Is this penis really that small? Are y'all fucking enough? Or how the boys? Jackie said she just don't do that. She said maybe she could have done a couple of welfare checks and called and say, you know, hey, how you doing? Is everything okay? But she's not the woman to say, listen, bitch, how your marriage and all that kind of stuff going. And I guess with that being said, Toya was kind of saying if Jackie had called and said, you know, hey girl, what's going on? How you doing? She would have heard all the rumors because she, trust me, would have made way on the motherfucking line to tell her what was all going on with the rumors and the whatnots and going on and so forth. So with that being said, Jackie basically had to defend Toya off. And she defended her with the fact of saying back in 2017, I think it was, when Curtis was found, you know, playing in somebody else's garden to eat, honey. Toya was one of the ones that sat around and came at Jackie and they played the shit back, played the footage, and Jackie was saying, bitch, last I checked when I was going through some marital things, you told me, bitch, the bottom line is you wasn't a good enough wife. You wasn't giving it to him right. You wasn't in his face. You wasn't doing what you was supposed to be doing. And so therefore, he must have felt lonely. And you wasn't doing your fucking job as a wife. So that's why your man went fuck somebody else. And that's why he cheated on you. Bottom line. And so Jackie said, with that bitch, how could you expect me to have so much remorse for you with just a rumor going around with even no fact? And here the way Jackie had her legs crossing her motherfucking party set up, it was bottom line given. Even if it had come out that Eugene even cheated on you, bitch, the bottom line is I'm still not calling over there to your house to find out how things is going. I'll meet you down to the next set or the next brunch, lunch, dinner, whatever, the next girl trip, and find out then and catch up and see what the goings on is between you and Eugene, if that's the case. So she said, other than that, bitch, my nose is up out of that because at the end of the day, you didn't throw me no rafter when I was out there drowning. As a matter of fact, you threw me an anchor, bitch. So with that being said, go to counseling like I did. Take care of your business, get your marriage on point, and stop going around calling your man Lil Dick. That's the first motherfucking start to fixing your fucking shit. The shit came out. The shit hit the fan, you know what I'm saying? Quad basically came on and said, and Quad, I'm going to say this about you. Quad, that was some vindictive ass, childish ass motherfucking shit. And I'm going to say that because I'm going to read Quad because of the simple fact she's always trying to uphold herself or hold herself in a higher standard than the other ladies, that she's more mature, she's so much better, she's so much regal, she's so much more eloquent, she's so much more deserving. She, you know, she's that girl, she's giving. You're giving, but at the same time, that bullshit and that fuckery you put a whole this motherfucking day on your motherfucking name and your whole personality. Because at the end of the day, the bottom line is this. She openly admitted that she knew that Anila was the bitch that heard that rumor first and started spreading that shit. Anila heard it from a group of bitches over there at a town hall meeting over there at the thing that somebody else said. Anila, instead of her going and putting the shit to bed or taking it back to Toya and helping her out and say, hey, friend, these hoes over here in the town hall meeting, when you're not showing up to the thing, girl, they over here with, you know, tea cakes and motherfucking cookies and shit and coffee and tea, talking about you saying you over here screwing somebody in the neighborhood. She didn't do that. She held that for herself to make sure she can hold herself in this group of ladies. But not only did she do that, but she took and she micro and breadcrumbed and fed the shit to Quad and Zayna, right? She said Zayna brought it to her. But she and Zayna, I think, were at the same meeting when it happened. Quad said to Toya that I knew that Anila was the one that actually brought the rumor to the forefront and in front of the group. I knew that she was the one perpetuating the rumor. Not only did she do it, I knew all the while that she was the one that did it, but I did it. I went along with it and perpetuated the rumor to make you hurt, to make you see how it felt to make a friend hurt or some shit like that, she said, to that tune of effect. But I still call bullshit. I call it's, you knew your storyline was, you know, wasn't going that good for one, with just you and, what his name is, Madison, Matthew, or whatever the boy's name is, and her mama over there, she knew the storyline really wasn't giving that much. I'm pretty sure she watching shows like mine and other YouTubers and finding out that her storyline really ain't playing out or doing shit for the people down to the thing. So with that being said, she had to save this as the cake topper, the bomb dropper at the reunion and say, yeah, bitch, I was being messy. I had a reason to be messy. I felt like being that girl just to hurt your feelings. And I knew it was wrong. And for that, I apologized. She apologized to Toya. Me personally, I would have not even, if I was Toya, I wouldn't have taken it. I would have told Toya, I would have told Quad to kiss my ass and climb a tree. Period. Because at the end of the day, you meant nothing but ill manner, ill will towards her with all this shit that you was doing, and you caused chaos in the group with this woman's marriage. If Eugene had believed this bullshit and bought into it, you caused a lot of shit, and I think it was wrong. It was very fucking ignorant. What else going on? I already told y'all Anita brought Zane into the bullshit. Now the bitch wanna lie and say Anita wanna go and holler about now. Well, bottom line is, now check this, for a bitch that's over here selling on a blog channel, or selling enough motherfucking furniture for the people that live around there and furnish her whole fucking house, $500,000 budget, price tag. She over here driving motherfucking Uber. What the fuck you? That's why your house getting broken into. You ain't busy, got your ass down to the house paying attention to the fucking thing. You got Miss Gomez sitting here watching the fucking kids, bitch. Go home. Kira makes enough money. Why the fuck you out here doing Uber? You already on the show. I'm pretty sure that's a little something, because everybody knows that, you know, the receipt you brought from the blogging and shit. Girl, please. You out there trying to make up your income and sub budget. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with making extra money. Bottom line. I think I found out from Kirk Franklin that the man that owns Chick-fil-A, he over there doing Uber on Sunday, shit, taking folks to and from church. You know, that kind of shit. So ain't nothing wrong with making some extra money. But when you the bitch that's claiming you got it all and you making your money off of blogging and you furnishing your house a $500,000 price tag, bitch, girl, if I see you pull up down here to the thing and pick me up in an Uber, bitch, I'm gonna be taking straight pictures. I'm going straight live. And it's not to degrade you, is to sit up here and say, stand in your truth, bitch. You ain't making all this money. It's your husband that's making all the money. But at the end of the day, if Kieran telling you, bitch, you got to pull some more money, and I don't think Uber is the safest way, knowing that you're actually a borderline C-list celebrity, you know, showing up to the thing, you need to go somewhere and chill out. Anila acted as though when she was confronted with the rumor, that when she was confronted with the fact that she was the one that perpetuated the rumor and actually took it the furthest by Quad and Toya, she kept saying, it was just a rumor. It's the same thing other girls do to each other in the group. It's no different. And Toya was like, bitch, that's not the same. You was fucking with my marriage. And had my man not believed me, it could have been a whole nother thing. You could have caused all kind of turmoil and all kind of bullshit in my household. And Anita sitting her dumb ass over there, just like Quad said, she probably needed help to get dressed from Miss Gomez to get over here to the situation. Miss Gomez probably in the back right now with them goddamn kids. Because if Kieran over there to the situation, you know somebody got to be having them children. Who else is going to be? Miss Gomez over there making that boy's pinto beans and shit, cooking it up for the one time in the thing. But everybody knows at the end of the day, that was very fucking dumb. And Anita sitting there playing dumb, but at the end of the day, she played that shit with the right fucking person. And I think Toya was a very mature person to deal with her in the manner that she did and let her get away with the shit that she did, the way she did. I think that was very big of her, because me personally, bitch, I'd have been ready to put the heel in your face. Just saying, because you was doing too fucking much. Quad and Anila on the lunch break, child, in the trailer when they was going back and forth talking about the thing and the situation, being confronted on stage, you know, and God knows Toya was having a situation because she hadn't had bacon. She hadn't had her bacon fixed, so she probably was over there on a fucking commercial break getting her a BLT over there from Wendy's or something. But there was something about Quad and Anila's interaction in the trailer during the lunch break that seemed kind of off, a little bit faked, a little bit staged, a little bit written out to me, a little bit played out on the stage, you know, that kind of deal. They went back and forth about this bullshit about who was right, who was wrong, who should have put it out there, who shouldn't have, who was truthful, who wasn't. And Quad was asking Anila who you afraid of, and she was like, I'm not scared of nobody, but she was scared of Toya. A little bit, but I think you would have been scared of more when these other bitches in the group that you played that bullshit with them. Like somebody like Contessa. The only person got the balls to do that bullshit is Heavenly, and she treading on thin motherfucking ice. Speaking of, Heavenly still dragging the same old bullshit, talking about how Contessa was dogging her husband on a phone call, on this, on that, on the show. And Andy chimed in and saying, well, you know, you was saying he was doing this or doing that, accusing him of cheating and doing this other stuff. She was like, they played it back. She said, basically, somebody said, well, you think he's cheating? She said, I didn't say that. I never know what anybody's doing. I don't know what he's doing. It's what she said. She left the shit up in the air. She's like, I don't know if he is. I don't know if he isn't. But for her, that still left room in the air, room for error. And of course, in the air for these ladies to take that shit and run with it any way they saw fit. And of course, you see now they came back with it a whole season later. Keep playing the same shit and then turn it over, not just the ladies, but also the fucking host. So that at the end of the day, that's why I sit there and tell people, if you have something to say about your spouse, if you feel a certain way about your spouse, I suggest you get down to therapy. If you cannot talk to your spouse alone at home, don't go talk to other bitches about your man or your woman. I'm telling you what I know. I've dealt with this shit firsthand. I'm telling you from experience. I ain't no love. I don't claim to be no love doctor like Heaven. Although I probably should go write a motherfucking book or go somewhere and get my license somewhere for relationship counseling or some shit like that, because I'm pretty sure I can be a good relationship counselor. But the bottom line is, I'm telling you what I know. Don't go to no other bitch telling nobody what you don't like about your nigga or your old lady. And I want to say nigga as in nigga. I don't want to disrespect our fellas, our African-American men, but I'm just saying our dudes. Don't go disrespect your dude to somebody else, your friend or somebody else, because that opens the door for them to feel like it's okay for them to disrespect them. And even if it gets to that point, it is your job to open your motherfucking mouth and step up to the plate and love that motherfucker enough, even in their absence, to say, okay, hold on, friend, wait a minute now. Listen. He's mine or she's mine. So at the end of the day, I know the bitch might, I told you some shit, but trust me, if the good didn't outweigh the bad, I still wouldn't be there, unless you just crazy and like getting beat the fuck up or getting treated badly. But if the good didn't outweigh the bad, I would not still be there. There are some times they steam me the fuck up. I'm telling you, your partner, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, they'll steam you up, they'll piss you off. Tell that to their ass. Blow that steam off on their ass, but do it in the way where they ain't gonna have y'all in that bitch boxing and knocking holes up in the walls and shit. They gonna charge y'all extra when y'all move up out that motherfucker. Busting up the sheetrock and carrying on, knocking over furniture, breaking plates and shit like that, because that shit gonna cost somebody. And please don't go to busting no windows, because somebody's gonna have to foot the bill. And if you're gonna get your ass in there and bust out some car windows and shit, and you're gonna lay down a real foot later on that night together and shit and smell each other's breath and once another's breath and all that carrying on, don't do all that shit, because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be the bitch that feels sympathy to help fix them same motherfucking windows you took your silly ass out there in the backyard or the driveway and bust out. So don't do that kind of shit. Keep your business in-house. If that motherfucker ain't beating on you, holding your hostage or some shit like that man doing that go over there on P-Valley, keep your business to yourself. Be an adult and handle your shit. You know, tell a few things, but don't tell too much. Keep some secrecy to your shit. When you're in relationships and marriages and stuff like that, keep some stuff to yourself. Because y'all like to go blabbing and bibbly blabbing all over the motherfucking land and shit. And then some shit come back to your motherfucking ass. Now you're like Contessa, you want to defend the motherfucking man. You're still sucking him up. You're still eating him up. You still riding him, you still letting him ride you, you still smacking each other on the ass while y'all scrambling eggs and frying bacon and carrying on and shit like that. So the bottom line is, don't go down there and demean that nigga. Because that's the same when you around there sucking this thing while he over there scrambling them eggs in the morning. And now you ready to fight this bitch because she over here talking about him. But you know what he did this morning while you was frying bacon. You know what he did this morning while you was probably brushing your teeth. You know what he did this morning while you was trying to put them drawers on. And he took an extra 30 minutes to let you get them drawers on, bitch. You know what it was, so keep your fucking mouth shut. Because 9 times out of 10, all that shit y'all went through, when y'all do figure that shit out and get it together, it's going to be some treats along the way that only you going to be able to enjoy when the outside bitches or friends are started looking at this motherfucker like some kind of thug, some bullshit, some, you know, some snake low in the wagon train, some shit like that. So keep some shit to yourself. Keep some mystery. Contessa said she was tired of hearing Heavenly call her all these bitches, because she was calling her a lot of bitches. Heavenly was going and calling Contessa bitch. You know, that bitch, this bitch, whole bitch, other bitch, you bitch, that bitch, you know. She even called her a hoe. She was like, you know what, first of all, I ain't never been that, never could be, never will be a motherfucking hoe. But Contessa said one thing for sure, two things for certain, bitch. While you're over there talking with your genie ponytail, you best be glad security's on the motherfucking set, because I'm feeling in my shondo right quick to come over there and put my hands around your neck. I'm feeling in my spirit to come put my hands on you. Squeeze your neck real good till you stop struggling, bitch, and let you lay there with your genie ponytail and your golden dress on. But she was saying, listen, I thought about it, but I know security probably gonna make it to me before I get to that bitch. So I'm gonna go and let her slide, and then I don't need You know, she's a doctor. She can't have that kind of shit on her record. She got to chill. So she sat there the whole time hunting poise with her motherfucking genie ponytail looking real good, with her titties sitting right, her body sitting tight, and them legs was looking like a motherfucking masterpiece up under that motherfucking piece, a little slit right there up under the thing. Yeah, she knows she was giving everything for the guards and for the ladies up on the stage. She knew she had all the bitches beat, including the bitch that was sitting over there trying to dog her, Heavenly. She was cool with it. She didn't give a fuck. Some point around the thing, they got around to the fellas. The guys looked really good in their suits. Some of them, you know, some of them missteps. Somebody fucked up the thing. A couple of them, we're going to talk about that because this episode apparently is to be continued. So I'm going to give y'all a little bit real quick like they did on the episode. And then I'm going to shift y'all ass over to part 3. And we're going to figure this thing on out over there. But Curtis' big ass couldn't fit that chair. If y'all going to have Andy, hear me out. If y'all going to have Curtis on that next year, him and Jackie, I need y'all to make sure that y'all have a custom man. Matter of fact, fuck that. Never mind, Andy. Jackie, this your man. Make sure on set that they have a custom-made chair for your man over there to the thing. Wherever he going to be sitting there, find out what the theme going to be, and make sure if you got to pay for it yourself, your man got a chair that his big ass can fit in. Because, look, Curtis look like a big-ass motherfucking toothpick sitting on, I can't even, I don't know. It looked like a bus trying to sit on some apartment stairs or something. It just wasn't right. It didn't fit him right. He looked good, you know, down to the thing, but it didn't fit right. Y'all need to do better with that. Give Curtis something better than that. They went over the situation again real quick before we get out of here about Eugene and Kieran and the jokes and all this different shit about the house and all this different stuff here. The U-Haul bit. I'm still telling y'all the shit's still funny to me. I'm still ticking from the inside out about the U-Haul bit. That was funny to me. Eugene still does not find that funny. And I told y'all that when somebody didn't find something funny, there was something more serious behind the scenes that really put them on their feelings and put them in their feelings. And Eugene actually admitted that they had some issues with, you know, tax shit and all the different stuff, so they had to sell a house. They came up too fast. Y'all went through that motherfucking in the black party too quick. Like Contessa said, who the fuck goes to a party for somebody that because I done paid my bills? Bitch, y'all got money. If I can sit here every month through a party because I paid my bills, bitch, listen. The party I threw when I paid my bills is probably a bottle, bitch, you know, and maybe some other festivities that I choose to afford. But I can't do the silly shit you do and go and throw a whole motherfucking casino party because I done finally got myself out of debt with credit cards and my car note and all that bullshit. Y'all stupid. You're making enough fucking money to never owe any fucking body. So the bottom line is you need to go over to Heavenly's house and let Heavenly teach you something, Toya. You and Eugene. Go over there, matter of fact, go over there to Simone and see some motherfucking house because looking at how Simone's dressed, y'all know she's saving y'all know she's saving money. Even she says she knows she dressed fucked up. She don't give a fuck. But the bottom line is she, like Lil Dick in them, she know how to save that money. And you need to take a fucking page out of somebody else's book instead of trying to be the grand dame at every goddamn thing and every motherfucking party. You know what I'm saying? Scale it back. I would love to know what the fuck the college funds look like for the boys. Shit, you probably dipping up in that motherfucker to go buy a Fendi gown just to be up on the reunion. Chill out some motherfucking well. But the bottom line is Eugene is still sore about it. He's still salty about the bullshit. And Andy asked Kieran, if you had it all over to do again, would you have apologized sooner? He said, fuck no, I still find it funny. And I'm right along with Kieran. I still find it funny. The bottom line is y'all wasn't put out. Y'all wasn't homeless. Y'all not sleeping under no bridge. Y'all children are not wanting for anything. Y'all are not wanting for a fucking thing clearly until y'all end up in the red again, having to try to throw it in the black party to say y'all paying y'all bills like Contessa say. Baby, Contessa read their motherfucking ass for shitty filth. But the bottom line is they got to with the fellas and stuff like that. They didn't go back in on ladies, but they let the ladies watch the fellas and see how everything was going just as they let the fellas watch the ladies. And two different vibes, two different energies on both sides. But the bottom line is, look, I'm 38 motherfucking minutes into this shit, so I mean, I must have really got into this episode, child. Listen, I got to get the fuck on the body. I got some other shit I need to go do. So anyway, make sure this is your first video. Please like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell now to make sure when I upload these videos, you can be one of the first ones to see this motherfucker. Thumbs up it. Comment on it. All that good shit, and share with somebody. Say, girl, look, girl, let me show you this video. Yes, they do it all the time. If you are a faithful subscriber, you've been here since A1, since day one. Listen, I love you guys so much. I appreciate you. Still, don't forget to share these videos with somebody. You watch them, please hit that thumbs up button. That's the like button. Okay? And If you don't know somebody else, make sure they hit fucking notification. Go to their phone like everybody else doing. Hit the notification bell, subscribe to my shit under their ass, and call it a motherfucking day. They'll be glad you did it. Trust me. All right, before I get out of here, share with somebody you know. Share with somebody you don't know. Share with a motherfucker you like. Share with some bitch you don't care nothing about, because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, if y'all don't like each other, somebody gonna like me, right? Moni in the middle. How you doing? Right. So anyway, I'm getting out of here. Keep your high vibrations up. Y'all continue to have a good week. If you're not already, bitch, turn it around. All right? Do better. Make it better. They doing you wrong, bitch, make them do right. Hello? In the midst of, bitch, you in control of your mind and your emotions. Make it happen. Hallelujah. And love yourself real good always, and only love those in return who are giving you the same back. Because anybody got time for that lanyard shit, right? Okay, cool. All right, we agree. Anyway, holler at y'all later. Peace.